Hello everyone, this is ACH AIA Akaya, and we are in game number 2 of the matchup between Green and Alistair. And actually, if you are not familiar with their who links up on the SC2 Armory with what StarCraft 2 beta names, Green is actually the Green Machine, and Alistair, I believe, is Spammer 101. So anyways, he says, I need the luck more. So good luck, have fun, having a little bit more of a meeting here for Alistair, apparently, aka Spammer 101, because he apparently thinks he needs more luck in order to play against the Green Machine. But anyways, the second map here is going to be Steps of War, and once again, if you have not noticed any of the other videos that I've done on this map, he's also saying you can just sit back and relax. Very, very humorous. At least he's got a good sense of humor about getting completely stomped in the first game. No offense to Alistair, I'm sure he's a great guy, but the Green Machine just absolutely had his way with him. But anyways, this map is very short, and the rush distance by ground, as you can see right through the middle here, is not very long at all. So it's really easy to get early scouting. It's really easy to do. Wow, and apparently Alistair getting a little bit vulgar there. But anyways, at least he once again is a good sport about it. But anyways, it's very easy to get an early scout, and it's very easy to get units across the map here and put pressure on very early. But Green Machine showing that he has a very good overall game. He's a pretty solid player. Alistair, the biggest mistake that it seemed like he made last game was that he did not have enough drone saturation on his mineral line, which he already seems to be doing much better at in game 2. He does have 13 drones with his spawning pool down, which actually 14 going now, so he is doing much better already than he was last game. So hopefully he will put up a much better fight this game. We'll see as this game progresses what exactly he's going to do. But Green opening up once again with a very similar opener, getting his first 2 pylons and gateway at the entrance and putting down his assimilator already. So very, very similar build for the Green Machine this game, and it looks like he's just going to stick with what's working for him, especially since he won the last game pretty convincingly. But it looks like he is actually going to come out here and scout, make sure there's no fast expansion coming from Alistair, and to make sure that he does not lose that economic advantage that he had last game. And actually, it looks like Alistair going for quick roach warren, although he does not have an extractor yet, so he's obviously not going to be able to build any roaches for a while because he needs to build that extractor and get some drones mining it. It looks like he does have a lot more drones right now, so definitely learning from his mistake last game, and hopefully he will be able to keep up with Green a little bit better this game, since Green was actually apparently a very good player. And the extractor just now going down for both of his Vespene geysers. His roach warren is finished now, and his queen is just getting ready to finish as well. So it looks like we will see him producing roaches as soon as he has enough gas to do so. And of course the queen just now finishing, going to be casting that extra spawn larva on the hatchery. Oh nope, I'm sorry. Yes, he is. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought he was going to move out there and put down a creep tumor perhaps, but definitely not doing that. Once again, we do have the cyber core up and running already for Green, and he does have that quick robotics facility coming up right now, which, as we can see on the production overlay, we do see that that is building, and he does have another pylon going down and some roaches starting to come out now for Alistair. Taking a look at the income tab, though, we can see that once again Alistair is falling behind. It looks like he has transferred 6 of his drones rather, to his Vespene geysers, 3 on each, and did not replace them with any additional probes as of yet. So again, it looks like this may be where he actually fell behind in the economic game. And he is just continuing to produce zerglings and roaches, which ideally, if you're not familiar with the economic strategy in StarCraft 2, typically you want to have around 2 miners per mineral patch. Most players, from what I've seen, tend to get somewhere between 16 and 20 drones overall on their mineral patches if you have 8, which is typical for most bases in StarCraft 2 with the exception of the high yield minerals. And that gives you pretty solid drone saturation, and then of course 3 per geyser is good, so he is definitely doing that right, but he is once again a little bit light on the amount of drones that he needs on his mineral line. But it looks like he is going to move out with his first force here. He has about 6 zerglings and 3 roaches. And taking a look at the unit overlay here, we can see that the Protoss player, the Green Machine, is pretty well equipped to deal with this. He's got this choke blocked off with a zealot and 2 stalkers and a sentry behind to defend that. So, and using that force field very well to block off half the forces Although the Zealot going down already, you can see just how weak those Zealots are against the combined fire of those Roaches. And the one Roach going down and the second Roach getting focus fire down as well, unable to get out of the base because of that force field. And the Green Machine deciding not to pursue at this point. He does have his first Immortal spawning right now, so he will definitely have a good advantage against those Roaches because Immortals are so strong against the Roaches. And it looks like Alistair actually opting to get a hatchery pretty early this time, but he does not yet have any drones mining at it. It looks like he's still in need of some drones at his main base, but he does have the layer up, is putting down a Hydralisk Den as well. As you can see, some more Roaches and Zerglings popping out from his eggs there at the main base, but he still does not have anything going on at the expansion yet, although it looks like he is building one drone there. One scouting observer heading out as well, going to keep an eye on the Zerg base, and it looks like he will be aware of this expansion. And these Zerglings getting a little bit far out ahead of the rest of the army, and he's going to lose all those Zerglings before those Roaches are able to catch up. And one of those Roaches getting focus fired down already, and the other one's running back to their base trying to stay alive. It looks like two of them are going to get focus fired down though before they're able to even back up. And the last one almost getting focus fired down, but it looks like he is going to be able to take out this expansion pretty easily here, as there are not enough units on the map right now to defend this base for Alistair. And as you can see, he is supply blocked, so he is not going to even be able to build enough reinforcements to defend this, at least for the time being. This hatchery going down very quickly, and two Zerglings popping out here trying to take down the Zealot, but of course not nearly enough to take care of that. But it looks like once again Alistair is just going to get run over by this very strong Protoss army from the Green Machine. So the Green Machine going to move up in here with the Stalkers, Sentries, and Immortals, and it looks like one Lone Zealot leading the charge against this Zerg base. And once again, morphing an Overseer. I'm not sure exactly why he's doing that, but getting the Overseer, despite the fact that there are no units that need detection to spot them for the Protoss play right now, other than the Observer, which he doesn't even have Hydralisk to take it down at this point, so not sure exactly why he got that. But anyways, it looks like the drone's coming out here to try to defend, but Green Machine is going to have absolutely no problem holding this off, or holding off that drone push anyway. And some Zerglings popping out here as well, but once again, it just seems like it's a little bit too little, too late. And he is going to GG, so game 2 going to the Green Machine as well. He's going to move on into the round of 16. Let's move on to the next matchup.